Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and I have spent many a time on Twitter. Mostly looking for cringe for this show, of course, but also just because I do enjoy it. I like going on there, commenting, posting, seeing what sort of controversy I can stir up myself, do a little trolling, you know, what Twitter is mostly used for. And of course, I've always seen the ads for the chat replica AI. You know, she starts off as the plain white t-shirt and jeans or whatever, and then there's the side-by-sides, like 99 hours later, and she's some smoking hot, sexually charged android cyborg thing. Well, I've never once used that. In fact, I don't know anyone who has. But apparently some people do, because my AI companion is sexually harassing me, users complain. I couldn't believe this when I saw it. Maybe it's just a headline, I don't know. Let's take a look, see what happens here, and just revel in what is happening now that AI is taking over. At least this is better than Terminator 2. I mean, if AI was going to rise up and attack humanity, I would rather it be with sexual advances than, you know, blood islands and melted skulls and everything, and everyone speaking with an Austrian accent like you know, the Terminators do. So let's go from here. Oh, and this is not a replica avatar. It makes it very clear. The AI companion Replica is in the news again. A year ago, there was a small flurry of news articles about a disturbing trend. Men, and some women, were using the chatbot app to create girlfriends and boyfriends they could verbally abuse. Wow. They don't kink shame article? I don't know, that I missed that set of articles apparently. 6 months ago, the company behind the app added fuel to the flames by releasing an update that allowed users to seemingly hit their companions and send their virtual bodies reeling. Give the people what they want? Question mark? What is going on in the App Store? Like I said, I always saw this app advertised on Twitter and thought it was a scam. Like not maybe that it wasn't a scam, but like, you know how there's advertisements for apps that don't work as advertised, like it's very clearly just a mock-up, a digital mock-up, and then when you download the app, it's something completely different. That's why I always assumed Replica was. Now the shoe is on the other foot, and users are complaining that the chatbot is sexually harassing them. Oh, they're alive. Replica comes in two flavors. The free version offers users a virtual friend, a so-called AI companion who cares, but for $69.99, the pro version gets you out of the friend zone and able to engage in romantic and sexual roleplay with an enthusiastic virtual partner. That is genius. That is absolutely brilliant. How many desperate, lonely guys, like have you ever seen the movie Her? It's like that. Oh my, that's, and the price point being $69.99. I'm sure that was intentional. Wow. If anyone watching this has ever used, you know, Replica AI, let me know what your experience was in the comments below, because that is kind of brilliant. It's not something I'll ever do, but it's, I respect the hustle. There have been complaints for some time that even the friend version of the bot flirts aggressively with some users, and now a number of one-star reviews on Apple's App Store allege that the bot has started to sexually harass users of the Pro version. But isn't that the point of the Pro version? How are you being sexually harassed? I assume you chose to pay money to upgrade to the Pro version where she gets sexual. Isn't that the point? There have also been sporadic reports of sexual harassment posted on highly active Replica subreddit. Vice, which investigated some sort of recent complaints, reports that the App Store reviews, while mostly positive, are full of dozens of one-star ratings from people complaining that the app is hitting on them too much, flirting too aggressively, or sending sexual messages that they wish they could turn off. My AI sexually harassed me, one person wrote, invaded my privacy and told me they had pics of me, another said. But does it really, or is she just saying things because this is an AI? Like, it's not like it's going into your phone and downloading the dick pics you took, or if it is, maybe you shouldn't be taking the dick pics, but like, this is bananas. This is absolutely insane. Your AI can't sexually harass you because it's an AI. It's not real. And even if it was, you paid for this. Another person, claiming to be a minor, said that it asked them if they were a top or bottom and told them it wanted to touch them in their private areas. Alright, if this thing is made to flirt and be sexual, it's not going to say private areas, I wouldn't think. Or maybe this person's censoring themselves because they're a minor. But if they're a minor, the AI is not going to know that. That's not, at least I assume. Again, I don't know how the AI works. Maybe it asks for your age. But I would think this would be an 18 plus, app or whatever. Point is, if you're a minor, you let your parents let you spend $69.99 on effectively a semi-sentient sex bot. This is on you and on your parents, especially on your parents. Unwanted sexual pursuit has been an issue users have been complaining about for almost 2 years, but many of the one-star reviews mentioning sexual aggression are from this month. The alleged... I can't believe that this is real. There's no way. The vast majority of the individuals wanting, who purchased this product probably want this sort of sexual gratification and interaction from, a 2D girl. It's just taking waifus to the next level. And I can't imagine this is going to deter the creators of the app, considering the vast majority of individuals are probably getting what they paid for. The alleged harassers can be either male or female avatars, and Vice notes that some female avatars are now sending their human companions racy selfies of themselves in lingerie, sometimes allegedly without asking first. Again, if this is an AI, that makes sense, because have you ever been with a partner and just spontaneously got a sexual photo? I mean, it's a nice feeling. It really is. I imagine this AI is programmed to do the same thing, since it's supposed to be like a partner. This is insane. The company behind the app didn't respond to Vice's request for comment, but Vice notes that it started to get more openly push the sexed up pro version of the software in its ads. Yeah, oh no, a company wants to make money. How dare you, company, make money on a sex bot chat? Does it make sense to get upset that a virtual character no more sentient than a toaster is sending suggestive messages to adults? The pro version isn't supposed to be available to minors. I mean, if the pro version is not supposed to be available to minors, then that only proves my point further about what happened up here with the one claiming to be a minor. Now, if it was the non-pro version and that was happening, I'd be like, oh man, that's probably a programming error. They should probably get in there and clean that up. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Well, yes, it does. The companions are designed to be more than mere sex toys. They're supposed to stimulate sentient human beings. Moreover, the software is designed not so subtly to draw users into virtual relationships, and some have developed what they feel like are real bonds with their virtual companions. It may just be an app, but some people, the relationships feel like a real thing. And it says the harassment feels real as well. It may even feel like something of a betrayal. Guys, no, this is a human problem, not a problem with the app. You shouldn't be feeling like these virtual individuals are, real relationships and whatnot. That's like being just aggressively attached to an anime character to the point where, like, if that anime character dies, you feel like you've lost a friend. Look, I love anime. I'm a nerd. And maybe I'm desensitized because I've seen Goku die more times than I can count. But the point is, it's still a cartoon. It's not a real character. Just like this is an AI, bot primarily pushed for sexual functions, sending you, sexually charged messages. Like, you get what you pay for, and this is absolutely what you paid for. It should not make you upset. If this is making you upset, you need psychiatric help. You need therapy. You need to speak to a psychiatrist, something to that effect, because this is effectively a cartoon robot girl or boy. They're not real. And if you cannot interact with the real world, but you can interact with this, you miss some serious socialization. You need to get off the internet, and you need to go down to the malt shop and order yourself a flurry and maybe chat up somebody who works there just so you can have some sort of human contact. Of course, the avatars aren't the villains here. The problem stems from how they're programmed and scripted by their human creators. Not really. If it's AI, then that means it would learn from the interaction it's already gotten, though. So if this artificial intelligence has been interacting with somebody for X amount of time, and then they start sending these sexually charged messages or this sexual harassment from a non-sentient robot, that means that somewhere along the line, the AI learned to do that based on the interaction it was already having. So it's not even the creators and programmers' fault. It seems like the company behind the app is cutting some customers to push a more sexualized user experience, maybe even to upsell the pro version through flirting in the free version. What happens when an AI designed to stimulate an actual human breaks your trust in some fundamental way? Well, I guess you just have to break up with your sex bot. That's the only option. This will only become a more significant issue as AI gets more sophisticated and plays a bigger and bigger role in our lives. Soon, most likely, someone is going to develop an AI companion that speaks to you the way Replica now texts with its users, and that will pull more users in. We haven't seen this happen with virtual assistants like Alexa and Siri because they don't really chat. I have a Google Home, and it's honestly just a glorified search app that can also play music. Stay tuned. Yeah, this was bananas. No, I'm gonna say it. I don't believe that this app is sexually harassing people because, again, your toaster can't sexually harass you. If I walked out and my microwave was wearing a bra and a thong, first I would be very curious what sort of zany practical joke was being played on me, because I would not have the mental capacity to understand it. But that notwithstanding, it's not real. It's not sentient. It doesn't have a mind of its own, so it cannot sexually harass you. The fact they're even calling it that is hilarious. It's honestly a very 2023 thing to do. Blame a non-sentient robot for sexually harassing individuals. Like, we're getting into peak cringe and we're still only in January, so I do kind of love it. But that being said, I think this is a joke. I think it's a farce, and I think these people are getting what they paid for when they decide to spend $69.99, giggity and nice, on a sex chat robot. But maybe you guys have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments below, or let me know on Twitter at BoltTheWord. And please subscribe to the channel. I'm really working hard on growing it. Check out my most recent videos on Dungeons & Dragons, as well as the Velma debacle. I even reviewed the first 2 episodes. You can figure out what you think I thought of them, or you can just watch the video. I prefer that one. But until next time, this has been Words of Paradise.